You're not going to believe what just happened to Binance in Australia. It's really unfortunate. And also what the CEO of Circle is saying about the ETFs that are coming. But first, if you want to see what we are getting into, what coins we're getting into, and my thoughts on the market, check us down below for our link for the CT Club, where you get our trade alerts, portfolio updates, and much, much more. It's almost the end of the month, but the best time to join is actually the first of the month. Okay, so you get 30 days of access to our CT Club. Now, I'm going to start off with Binance really quick. So Binance got a 12-hour notice. In the middle of the night, Binance Australia's team was told it would be cut off from Australia's banking system. This sucks because I think Binance has done a lot of good in this space. There's some people that don't think that, but I actually do think that. And also what's happening right now is what is happening in the United States, where the black suits, Wall Street is kicking out the crypto boys from owning the big exchanges for crypto. And so what's going to happen in Australia? They're probably just going to kick Binance out and big banks are going to own the space. The good news is that Binance is probably going to become more popular in other countries that aren't kicking them out. Now let's go over to the money supply. So the money supply is actually rising. It's not just rising, but this is the Federal Reserve actual website showing that it's rising. Keep in mind, I've always said they have two balance sheets, right? They have two books. They have one for the public to see and one for them to see, right? And from what they have personally, their private balance sheet, their private books have much more currency printing than they would ever want anybody to know. But let's go over to the M2 money supply. I want you to look at this chart right now. Now, as you can see, the money supply is actually increasing, and this is for the public to know, right? That means inflation is going to be skyrocketing, right? And so if you don't know what M2 money supply is, the estimate of the total money supply, including all the cash people have on hand, plus all the money deposited in checking accounts, saving accounts, and other short-term saving vehicles. So yeah, we are going to see monetary inflation, which Bitcoin thrives off of. As you all know, if you've lived through the last bull market, it went from $3,500 to about $69,000 within no time at all, because they had printed about 86% of all currency that has ever existed in that amount of time. Crazy. Now let's go over to the CEO of Circle. Here's what he says. New wave of BTC ETFs may be approved and past concerns of regulators have been addressed. Yes, so once they kicked out the crypto boys, the Wall Street criminals are coming right in and they're going to take over the space. It's unfortunate, but that's what's going to happen. We kind of expected that to happen, but I didn't realize it would happen so fast. Now, what is going to happen now with, the stock market, with Bitcoin, with these ETFs happening, these spot ETFs happening? Check this out. So this is from Satoshi Flipper on Twitter. I'd recommend following him. Roughly $5 trillion in US is sitting in US money markets, earning a yield of under 5% annualized, only in a matter of time before risk on is in vogue again, and some of that capital will slowly trickle down to BTC. Obviously, that's what's going to happen. I think that's what they're understanding is there's going to be so much currency printing now that the Fed has stopped their paused interest rate rise, right? So I think what's going to happen is these guys know that Bitcoin and crypto is going to be the best performing assets ever, especially during this next cycle, especially when we enter the new bull market, which we are entering right now. And let's move over to Germany right now in Europe, right? So you're not going to believe how much currency printing. They are just beginning here. Check this out. So Germany's central bank they will, a bailout to cover losses of 650 billion euro on the debt it hoovered up. So yes, they are going to be printing. They're going to come up with so many ways and reasons why they have to print currency that if you thought inflation was a lot before, you haven't seen anything yet. And I've been saying this for years now, and I've been spot on that. And lastly, here's an article on CNBC saying, this is like the front page, right? It says Bitcoin is up 12% this month, even though barely anyone is trading it. Why would they say that? Are they trying to freak people out like barely anybody wants it? Really? No, it's actually that most people are holding their Bitcoin and not wanting to sell it. So the amount of people that are going to be filing for these ETFs, they're probably raising the prices because they're the ones that are buying right now, while a lot of people are on the sidelines. And as I said, this will be the loneliest bull market we have ever had in our lifetimes. Anyways, that's all I have. Please like and subscribe, and actually just like, and talk to you soon. Bye.